We're in a situation right now where the virus keeps surprising us, and I think for the foreseeable future, we don't imagine that we're going to completely eliminate it, so we will need treatment for people who are infected.
I think the role of therapeutics becomes even more prominent, because right now what we're seeing are people are still getting infected, they're still getting sick.
That means that therapies become another really important part of our whole of society campaign to deal with COVID. Certainly vaccination and other mitigation strategies are important, but as COVID with new variants becomes even more infectious and more people get it, therapies, if distributed equitably, adequately, and through primary and other acute healthcare systems, can be an important part of reducing the overall burden of disease.
The development of antivirals and other countermeasures for this pandemic has been unprecedented in speed and scope.
Well, we've been the recipients of an incredible string of breakthrough innovations that have in a short time led to therapeutics that demonstrably improve people's outcomes with COVID-19.
The innovation around therapeutics, diagnostics, and vaccine, of course, has been unprecedented in COVID-19. Products were developed in record time.
I think in the United States, at the start of the pandemic and really throughout, there has been a strong commitment from the administration and strong support from Congress to developing vaccines, antivirals, testing infrastructure. With that has come a pretty substantial level of funding and a drive from the top with a lot of pacing and a lot of pressure on the agencies to work effectively with industry.
For example, ACTIVE, which is the NIH-supported effort to create master protocols for the testing of the treatments, really accelerated not just the ability of different companies to participate in shared drug development efforts, but also smooth the regulatory pathway so that we were more quickly able to get drugs authorized for use and into the hands or the mouths of the people who needed them the most.
We need to be able to distribute therapies that can be delivered in hospital settings to acutely ill patients, but we also need to be able to distribute therapies, now that they are available, that don't require intravenous infusions or acute hospitalizations, but rather can be distributed through primary healthcare systems at the point of care.
And we need to be able to find convenient, affordable, and easily manufactured ways of making available the life-saving products so that everyone has access to them wherever they live.
So we need a variety of therapeutic options as COVID may develop resistance to one or more therapies. Having a variety of options through a variety of means helps us enable that there's always something effective to treat people with COVID and prevent severe disease.
What is really important here is the goal of pandemic preparedness and response. And I think the overall global health security goal here is to stop outbreaks from becoming pandemics. It's actually almost not to address the next pandemic, it's just to prevent it from actually ever happening.